Here we are back at the fort, and we're ready to pick up with Chapter 7 of Dragon Master's Flight of the Moon Dragon. Chapter 7 The Pipe in the Wall. I don't see a door anywhere, Rory said. We need to find the door to figure out which dragon can open it, Bo said. Petra studied one wall. What about this smooth area? There are smaller stones all around it. Drake pushed on the smooth stone. It didn't move. This could be a way out, he said, but there must be a special way to open it. I don't see any symbols this time, said Anna. Only one of our dragons can get us out of here, Heru said, so we must think about our dragon's powers. Which power could move this stone? Vulcan is the strongest, Rory bragged. He could push right through it. I don't think that's a good idea, Anna said. Remember that time when Vulcan tried to push through the stone and the tunnel collapsed on us? Petra looked up. We don't want the whole pyramid falling on us. I don't think Vulcan is the answer here, said Drake. He thought about when the tunnel collapsed. Worm had made big rocks using his mind power. He had moved big rocks, using his mind power. Worm can move stone, Drake said. Worm's powers could probably get us out of any room, said Petra, so we might need to save him for something no other dragon can do. Drake nodded. That's a good point. Bo was looking above the smooth door. A stone pipe was sticking out of the wall. Maybe that pipe is a clue, guessed Bo. Pipes carry water, and Shu is a water dragon. Drake understood. Do you think Shu could shoot water into the pipe? Yes, of course, said Bo. Drake felt a pang at the thought of leaving Bo behind first. You have Worm's scale, right? He asked. Bo nodded. Drake took a deep breath. Okay, let's see if Shu can open this door. So Bo's dragonstone glowed. Shu, please shoot water through that pipe. Shu shot a stream of water right into the pipe. After a few seconds, the smooth part of the wall began to rise. It's working, Rory cried. The door stayed open as Shu continued to shoot the water. Hurry, get through the door, Drake yelled. Everyone dashed through the door with their dragons. Drake looked back at Bo and Shu. We'll be fine, Bo called, as Shu's water stream slowed down. Good luck. The door slammed shut. Chapter 8 The Vines. Capri moved her head from side to side, shining sunlight around the second room. This time the dragon masters and their dragons could clearly see the way out. A big round block blocked an opening in the wall. Vulcan could try to punch it, Rory said. First, we need to know more about what we're dealing with, said Petra. Drake heard drip, drip, drip. Quiet, everyone, he said. Where's that sound coming from? Capri shone light on a big stone pot set a few feet away from the big rock. The dragon masters crept closer to the pot. Vines were carved into the sides of the pot, and inside the pot it was filled with dirt. Then Drake looked up. A pipe stuck out of the ceiling. It was dripping water into the dirt. This pipe must be connected to the last room, said Drake. Anna smiled. Plants need water to grow, but they need sunlight too, she said. Of course, said Petra. Anna turned to Capri. Please shine your light inside the pot, she said. Golden light poured from the sun dragon's mouth, and it hit the dirt in the pot. The dirt began to stir, and a small green shoot sprung up. It's working, Rory cheered. The green shoot grew into a thick vine. The vine grew out of the pot, and then more vines grew. They snaked away from Capri, across the floor and toward the big round rock. As they grew, they pushed the rock, and they opened the doorway. That's good, Capri, Anna said. The dragon stopped shining her light on the vines, but they kept growing and they started to fill the opening of the door. "We must hurry," said Heru. Drake, Rory, Petra, and Heru went through the door with their dragons. The vines were growing bigger and bigger, and the dragon masters had to squeeze past them. Drake looked back at Anna. He could see her and Capri through the tangle of vines. Wati let out a sad cry. Anna waved. "Keep going. We'll be okay," she called out. Then the vines closed off the doorway completely. Without Capri's sunlight, the third room was very dark. "Vulcan, fire," Rory said. Two flames danced out of Vulcan's nostrils. They cast a glow around the room. The vines had chased them into this new room, and they were growing fast. They spread out along the walls. "I see a door. Get there before the vines block it," Drake yelled, pointing to the far wall. They raced across the room, but the vines reached the far wall before the dragon masters did. The big, thick vines blocked the door. "We're trapped," Petra cried. Wow. Well, get with us tomorrow evening so we can see what happens next in Chapter 9.